can have it all. I can have it all.
Hello everybody, this is Christy Whitman with the Quantum Success Show, where you can get your information and inspiration to create your desires. And as you can see, I have a friend. I've had this friend on the show many times. This is my good friend Sonia Ricotti.
Hi.
Hi. Girlfriend time. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Sonia, because she is a great friend of mine, but she's also an amazing transformational leader. She is the #1 best-selling author of Unsinkable, How to Bounce Back Quickly When Life Knocks You Down, as well as The Law of Attraction, Plain and Simple, which was also a #1 bestseller. She's the CEO and president of Lead Out Loud Incorporated, a leading-edge transformational company helping people around the globe achieve boundless success in all areas of their life. She is a top-rated professional speaker and has shared the stage with some of the most renowned personal development experts of our time. She's inspired millions around the world, sharing her breakthrough strategies on how to overcome adversity, achieve financial abundance, and extraordinary success. In fact, her inspirational video messages on YouTube have been viewed by well over 4 million people to date. So I'm super excited that you're here. And I know because it's the new year, we're going to talk about, maybe some people didn't have the kind of 2015 they were hoping for, and they want to make 2016 a little bit better. So what is your guidance and suggestions for those that are looking to make 2016 a better year?
Okay, so we're not going to make it a better year. We're going to make it the best year ever. Okay?
I love it.
We're going to aim really, 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 really big. It doesn't matter what happened in 2005. It doesn't matter if it was good, if it was better. It doesn't if it was bad. It doesn't matter at all. The bottom line is what intention are you going to set for 2016? And I want everyone that's watching this right now saying, yes, this is it. This is the year where I have my greatest life. I achieve my greatest life. I bounce back bigger and better than ever. And it really starts with starting off with setting that intention. Mm-hmm. We talk about intentions all the time and we kind of fluff them off. But truly, once you declare it, and I mean truly declare it and say, yes, this is it. We let go of the past. We move forward. It's a new year, a new life, a new you. And you can choose what you want to manifest and attract into your life. And I really believe that it starts first with the declaration, first with the intention, and write it down, carry it around with you. Put it on your wall at work. What is the intention? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to manifest in 2016? And so it starts first with the declaration and intention. Christy, many years ago when I had lost everything, I mean everything. I lost my health. I had a serious blood clot. My relationship broke up. And he was also an alcoholic. That alone, I could probably write 10 books on just on that part, okay? Yeah, we laugh now. It wasn't funny at the time, Christy, okay? We lost our home due to foreclosure. I was $124,000 in debt. Like, everything was just falling apart in my life. And what really started turning around for me in a big way, and many of you already know my story, and I ended up bouncing back bigger and better and really, really, really fast, and I have a 3-step formula on how to do it, and I share that with the world now. But the thing is that where it first started was with this declaration and intention, where I had hit rock bottom, and I was desperate. And I remember I just cried, and I just let it out. And when I just released it completely, and I surrendered to what was going on in my life. I stopped fighting it. I stopped resisting it and saying it shouldn't be this way. And the truth is, it should be this way because it is this way. And so you can't change it until you accept it.
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
And so I had to accept it first, because there's a lot of negative energy around all that resistance and saying, no, 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 this shouldn't be. Oh my goodness, why is this happening to me?
Pushing
Why
against
me?
it. Yeah.
Right? And so I cried it all out. I released it. And I remember walking over to my bedroom window, and I remember this is where everything started. This is where my entire life started shifting for me, in that moment when I stood in front of that window and I said these words. And this was my intention. And I want to say, the more specific you are, the better it is. In my case, I was not specific because I didn't know how to get out of my situation. Just everything was falling apart. So I had no idea what to do. So even if you don't know, you can do what I did as well. And what I said was, I don't know why this is happening. But one thing I know for sure, something big, huge, amazing, way bigger than me is going to come out of it. Because I'm not going through this stuff for nothing.
Mm.
And I set this intention, and it got the universe got the wheels in motion. Go, okay, you got it now.
Yeah.
You've let it go. You've surrendered. You've accepted it. Your mind is clear now. Let's move forward and let's make big things happen.
Amazing.
Now, what's interesting is sometimes things get worse before they get better. And I knew that, and I was okay with it, because I knew it was all happening for a reason. I was standing at that window of the house I was about to lose. And I surrendered to that. And when I say surrender, I don't mean give up.
Yeah,
I mean release all the negative energy and say it just is the way it is. I could say it shouldn't be, but it is. So what's the point? That's just all negative energy. And then literally about a week or two later, I was walking up the stairs of that same house. And on the 5th step, I remember, like it was yesterday, I received this message. And it was one word. And it was unsinkable.
Hmm.
And that's it. And in that moment, I knew exactly what it meant. And everything became so clear to me of why this was all happening. It was the title of my next book. And my new mission in life was to help people bounce back from difficult times. So you better get your ass in gear, Sonia, and bounce back super fast and go out there and help the world. Now, it sounds crazy, but that's exactly what happened. See, I was teaching even before all this happened, this type of work where it's how to bounce back from difficult times. It was like the universe was saying, that's great that you're teaching this, but you haven't hit rock bottom.
Mm.
You can't relate to people who have really hit rock bottom. I'm going to knock you down so hard, Sonia, and you're going to show the world that your work really does work. And I turned things around really, really, really quickly using these 3 steps. And this is now my life's work. It's my life's work. And it really is down to 3 steps. And I know a lot of people are thinking, yeah, sure, I wish I can just bounce back for these 3 steps with just 3 steps. You just need to master them. That's all. And once you've mastered them, your entire life, not only today, not only tomorrow, but for the rest of your life will be completely transformed.
I love it.
3 steps.
So you've mentioned a couple times the 3 steps. Let's just talk about it. What are the 3 steps?
Awesome. So first of all, I want to, because now we're 2016 and we're starting a new year, we want to set an intention, set the declaration. What do you want? In my case, it was very general. Yours can be general too, but if you're more specific of what you want, the better it is. The next thing is you want to write down everything. These are not the 3 steps, by the way. This is before getting to the 3
These
steps.
are the pre-steps before the 3 steps.
Yes, exactly. And so you want to writing out your goals for the year, what you want to achieve at the beginning of the year is very, very critical. It sounds a little bit cheesy, but I can assure you, write it all down, because what you're doing is what you focus on expands. And by putting it, just simply by putting it on paper, if you just put it, not to do that, don't do this, but if you do just put it on paper and never look at it again, and then look at it 3 years later, you'll be amazed at what you have accomplished from that piece of paper, even without even looking at it again. Yes. You want to continue to look at it and you want to focus on this, but just this, and they've done all kinds of research on this, by the way, writing it down dramatically increases the results of you actually achieving it.
It makes it real. It makes it real, and it makes it out of a idea and energy into a physical thing, which is the first process.
Exactly. So the 3 steps are, the first step is reprogramming your conscious mind. Now, a lot of
Oh, is that
This-
it?
Yeah, that's all.
That's easy. Step 2.
Just did that. It's actually not really that hard.
I'm just
Step 2
kidding.
is harder than step 1, actually. But the thing is this, I tried my best to put this together, teaching this in the simplest form possible. And so I broke it down to 3 steps. Now you have to master each step, but at least it's really clear on what needs to get done. Because usually we're just, flailing in the wind and we don't really know what we're doing. Now I'm making it clear here. You need to reprogram. It's all about the mind. I know a lot of people out there are teaching it's about the mind, reprogram the mind. It's all about the mind. First of all, with respect to how you feel, what you manifest, what you attract, what level you're vibrating at with respect to what you will attract into your life, what you put out there is what you get back from an energy standpoint. So the conscious mind is really focused on becoming aware and realizing that how you feel in any given moment is completely in your control. We love to blame other people and play the victim and say, George was mean to me, my boss was mean to me, I was treated badly by my mom, I can't believe my dad said that to me, or whatever happens, and you lost your job, and you can blame all the, you can have all the reasons in the world to actually feel negative. Mm-hmm. But the truth is you have complete control over how you feel. And the reason is this, because you feel a certain way, and then you have outside of yourself a situation that has happened. And this situation, you say, is the reason why you're feeling all these negative feelings, sadness, anger, depressed, whatever those feelings are. And the reality is that thing outside of you is not the reason why you are feeling the way you do. Something happens in between. Yeah. What's how you feel and what's happening. And that is you have a thought about the situation that is going on in your life. That thought is causing you to feel the way you do. Yeah. It's not the situation. It's that thought. It's your interpretation, your perception of what's going on. Right. And so 9 out of 10 times your perception and interpretation is usually not reality. It's your story that you're telling yourself about what has happened. And if you're not feeling good, it's time to change a story. Right? You have complete control over that. And that's why you can have 10 people going through the exact same situation, right? And have 10 different reactions. One's happy, one's sad, one's angry, one's ecstatic. And it's the same situation. It's because what's going on in here. Yeah. So the first step is definitely reprogramming your conscious mind and becoming aware of what your thoughts are, and that you are responsible you are completely responsible and in control of how you feel. And what's important also is to recognize that no matter what, in any given moment, all you have to do is ask yourself this question: what am I thinking about right now when you're not feeling good? And listen to the story you're telling yourself.
It's so true. I always say, when you are feeling bad, it's because you're in lack in some way. When you're feeling good, it's because you're in abundance. But you cannot be in a space of abundance and be feeling bad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the first step to transformation is becoming aware of your thoughts. That's the first step. Yeah. And it's not, and some of you might be thinking right now, oh, great, now I have to be aware of every single thought. What happens is after a while, it's natural. You naturally start thinking positive things. You naturally start realizing, oh my goodness, I'm not feeling good right now. Boom, you just completely shift it. You shift your energy with this just by snapping your fingers. Like, it's really that easy. It just takes a little bit of work to get it and understand it and make it a habit of constantly recognizing and becoming aware of your thoughts.
It's a skill. It really is a skill. And you have to develop that, and like you said, you do it once and then you see how easy it is and then you continue to do it. But it just takes a focused intention that you are going to do it, and then you're paying attention to yourself. But it is a skill. And once you do it, and then it becomes second nature. It's like you automatically just do it.
Exactly. And the thing is, you want to do it because shifting it makes you feel better.
Yes.
And if you feel better, you're generating positive energy, which is around my third step. So we're jumping a step right now. So that's the first step. And just so you know, I actually have a webinar workshop that's totally free that I actually teach this. And coming up actually, so you'll get to master these 3 steps in this. It's totally free. So
The link.
3
Go below the video. She's invited you to
register.
a webinar. So
But
go
anyway,
to the link.
let me go into these 3
Okay.
steps right now, so you have a summary of the 3, and it makes sense to you. So you're pre-framed and ready when you attend the webinar. So the second step is reprogram your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind, that's a little more difficult to master because it's at a subconscious level, and so the thoughts and beliefs that you have are at a level that you're not even aware of. And so if you have an area of your life that's not working, so let's say 2015, you were not making the money that you wanted to make, or you had a rough financial situation in 2015, or maybe your relationship broke up and things didn't go well, or whatever area of your life might not have been the way you wanted it to, I can assure you that you have subconscious limiting beliefs in that area that are sabotaging your life in that area. And what's important is to uncover and unleash what those limiting beliefs are and shift them into positive, empowering beliefs. Now, I just said that it's hard to find out what they are, but there are ways to actually uncover, and over time, they start coming to the surface. And once you start bringing attention to that area of your life, because now you know, okay, I said I want to make $1 million this year, and I made 20,000. There's something wrong here. I can assure you, you have limiting beliefs around money. There's no question. If you are not making the money that you want to make right now in your life, it's because you have limiting beliefs around money. Okay, so
I would agree with that.
That's super important. So you need to, and it could be so many different things. It could be, I'm going to share what mine was, just so you know. I spent many years working very hard, and even after I bounced back and I was making, 6 figures, now I make multiple 7 figures in my business. But when I was first starting and really trying to make things happen, I couldn't reach that 7-figure mark. It didn't matter how many hours I worked, how many days I worked, how hard I worked. It just wasn't happening. And I was doing well, but not as well as a lot of my colleagues and friends. And I knew it was possible. It just wasn't for me. So I kept on saying, I want to make 7 figures in my business, and it's not happening. And then one day I was driving, and I remember exactly where I was. It's funny how it's like these epiphanies that come up. And I was with my dog, who was sitting in the passenger seat, and I was on my way to the dog park. And I was stopped at a red light. And I started thinking about this for some reason. Don't ask me why. And I don't understand why I can't hit that 7-figure mark. And when I say I was making 6 figures, I was making maybe low 6 figures, right? It's not like 6 figures, 999,000, right? It wasn't that. And I was like, I don't understand. I don't know what else to do. I really don't. I'm doing everything everyone else is doing. It's not working. And then in the next the thought right after that came up was this. Yeah, but Sonia, remember, in order to make 7 figures, you have to have a really big team. And if you have a big team, you're going to have to manage all those people. Don't you remember when you used to work in the corporate world and you had to manage all those people and how miserable you were? You don't want to do that. You're going to be miserable.
Mm.
And it just, in that moment, and God knows how many times that thought came in my mind, and I never noticed it until this moment. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is a limiting belief.
Yeah.
I had equated making 7 figures to being miserable because in order to do that, I needed to have a lot of staff. And that wasn't true. There were a lot of people out there who make multiple 7 figures who don't have a large staff. And not only that, I decided in that moment I changed my belief because I was aware of it now. I became aware and started really paying attention on what's going on in my head. And my new empowering belief became, not only will I make 7 figures, I'm going to make multiple 7 figures. And not only that, I'm going to have my dream team that I absolutely love. And not only that, it's going to be a small team because I prefer to have a small team so I can always work from home. That is what my new intention and my new goal is. Boom, happened.
I wanted to say this about the subconscious beliefs and stuff. It's not like we have to go digging for them. They come up like they did for you. So if there's something that's not manifesting, if you just start to pay attention like you did, the thought was probably, going through your head all the time. Who knows how often, but you just had a moment of receptivity to yourself, which my teacher would always say that our subconscious mind is our actual physical body. So it's with us all the time. And so, you have this intention, you're getting like even more like, this is truly what I want. And then boom, the thought comes up. So it's not like, okay, let's have to go dig and go to therapy for years to try to figure out what it is. It's there. We just have to become aware of it by being receptive and slowing down enough to hear ourselves.
Right, exactly. And also becoming aware of the fact that this is even an issue.
Yeah.
Right. So now okay, I'm not making the money I want to make. So what do I tell myself that the money's not manifesting? And so that's one thing. Or it could be relationships, or there's so many different areas of your life, whatever area, ask yourself that question. And there's so many different ways to be able to uncover it. But that's the first step, to be able to truly uncover what your limiting beliefs are in that area that are sabotaging your life and achieving success in that area. The third step is elevating your vibration to a super high level. Now, we've all heard of the law of attraction and, energy, and whatever energy you put out there is what you attract back into your life. But I'm going to take it a little further. Okay, I'm going to take it a little further and easier. Because a lot of people say, oh, the law of attraction's hard and all that. The law of attraction is always happening, by the way. It's always working. What might not be in your favor, but it's working. It's whatever you put out there is what you get back, right? Energetically speaking. So I'm going to make it really easy. If you get yourself to a state of love, peace, joy, and gratitude, those are 4 of the highest vibration level states. You will first feel really good, because you're in a state of love, peace, joy, and gratitude. Who wouldn't feel good if you're in those states, first of all? Second of all, you are vibrating at a super high level, what we call above 500. And so these states, these vibration states are so high level that it will allow you to manifest and attract what you want into your life. Mm-hmm. And the reason I'm saying above 500 is this all came from Dr. Hawkins, who wrote a book called Power versus Force. And he did this whole research and muscle testing and had this scale of 1 to 1,000. And what he found was that when people were in a state of love, peace, joy, and gratitude, they tested above 500. And people that were in a state of sadness, anger, resentment, shame, all these negative feelings, they all resonated at a very, very low level. And so you want to do what's necessary in order to elevate your vibration to a state of love, peace, joy, and gratitude, because those are the states that will completely transform your life. And so reprogram your conscious mind, reprogram your subconscious mind, and elevate your vibration to a super high level. Just mastering those 3 steps will completely transform your life. What I love about these 3 steps is it doesn't matter who you are, where you live. It doesn't matter. They will work for you once you master them. It's really that simple. They will work for you.
And you're also going to be expanding on each one of them in your webinar. And everybody is invited, because Sonia is a guest on the show and she's giving a free gift to all of you, my family. So I really encourage you to go deeper with us and click the link below and make sure that you join Sonia in the next couple days for her webinar. So Yay. Any last words, my friend?
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are right now. Just know that amazing, amazing things are just around the corner for you. And you know what? They're not only just around the corner, they actually have arrived. They have arrived. There are no coincidences. There's a reason why you're watching this right now. There's a reason. The answer is here. If I was able to do it, you can do it. And whatever dreams you have, dream even bigger. Really step outside that box and dream as big as you can, because you can achieve anything you want. You really can. Mm-hmm. You just need the tools. Yeah. That's all you need, the tools and the strategies on how to make that happen. And it'll, just the way it worked for me, it'll work for you. So make sure you show up to the webinar. I'm going to do a whole workshop around that and go deep into mastering these 3 steps.
Awesome. Well, Sonia, I love you. I'm so grateful for you in my life and that you are such a dear soul sister to me, and I'm truly grateful. So thank you so much for being here. And everybody else, let us know, what are you taking away? What, based on the 3 steps that Sonia covered, which one hit you the most, and how are you going to start applying that in your life? So let's continue the conversation. Please leave us a comment. I'll have Sonia make some comments too. So viewers that have any questions for Sonia, you can certainly leave them there too. So have an amazing day. Know that the universe is always supporting you, and it's supporting you in what you're asking for. And what you're asking for is being sent out through your vibration. So have an awesome week, everyone. Thanks, Sonia.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
sweetie.
you.
Thank you. So as always, the best discussions happen after the episode at ChristyWhitman.com, where you can join my community, which I call my family. You'll receive free teleseminars, webinars, ebooks, videos, and much more just by being part of the community. Did you like this video? Then subscribe and share it with everybody you know. Check out these other related videos to help you get inspired and informed.